take that, man.
Thank you, brother. You ever watched that movie Rocky? You ain't never watched it? Over the top?
Over the top.
All right, go. Go. How do you do it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, back off the car a little bit. All right, go ahead.
You got another one to drive.
Oh.
That's a strong one. Motor man.
I got a bad motor man. Motor man. Men. All right, so I got motor men. I ain't never had motor men. Thank you, man. Thank you. Motor men.
Is when it's smoother. I mean, that's it.
At least Virginia don't have to race away. I think that's right.
No, you went first round. You're in.
Yeah, you all right.
We gotta win 2 rounds tomorrow. I mean, I want to win 5 rounds tomorrow, but
to get the grade A.
2 wins tomorrow. We get the grade A. That's my next. Our next.
2 more rounds.
You have the opportunity to be in the grade A.
So 3 rounds to get in.
Yeah, we win 2
tomorrow.
You're in.
You're to the top 10.
And that car's got the capability to stay in the grade A once you get in the grade A.
Right.
And if you get in grade 8 early, you can run away with points.
And then we have to test and get a good tune-up off the trailer Friday night. The way they're doing the track this year, like not scraping it, it's going to change a lot. But
grade 8.
in grade 8,
you get
you get one test run, but the test run is when the track sucks. You're the first ones to go on Friday night, and it's not representative of what you're going to run on when you run the first round.
I seen his nose, and then it pulled off, and I didn't see his nose, and then all of a sudden, right in front, I seen his nose again.
You had more mile an hour than I did. I seen you creeping out my peripheral.
I was shooting back up.
You pulled on a little bit. Mine left like a 100 foot a little better, and then it seemed like 300 feet. I seen the nose of the car sticking up there. I got off and pulling the chute.
I seen your nose, and then I couldn't see it no more. Like it kind of, the shadow went away. Then about 600, I seen the nose back.
Hey everyone, we were just unpacking from our weekend at National Trails Dragway in Ohio. Thought we'd give everyone an update and a recap from the weekend and let you know how we thought it went.
One of the main questions we got is everyone kept asking how to end up driving the Mustang or the driving Stevens Ford, and I'm still trying to figure that out, honestly. Like, things just came together and that's what happened, really. Me and Steven had talked about me driving his car a year or so ago, and nothing ever came of it. I tested my Nova, and we were testing the Mustang. I made a few hits in it, and some of the stuff I tried on my Nova really didn't pick it up. It was right towards race day. I made a hit on the Mustang, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of felt at home. I hate to say that, like I never thought I'd say that really, but it felt really good. The same chassis builder built both cars, so that may have been a little bit to do with it. I was used to the way it felt, and actually the car's really fast. I can't take nothing away from it. And from a drag racer's point of view, we all hear about Proline and what all they do, and there's only one way to find out, and that's to buy one and go from there. And we already know the switch combinations and do stuff costs a lot of money. Steven was talking about me driving, and I made a hit in it, and I like I say, I did like it. So I got to see the other side of racing. I've raced a lot of other stuff. I got to see the side of racing a Proline car, and that was pretty cool. That was a whole different experience of its own. And we had talked about splitting cost and racing one car and trying to run for a championship this year. A lot went into it, and I'm not going to go in details on too much stuff, but at the end of the day, my racing is a hobby. I do it for the fun. We don't have sponsors. Steven, as far as I know, doesn't have sponsors, so splitting the cost is a big deal. every person that comes over. Well, I will say I do have some sponsors. I better go back. So every person that comes over and buys a T-shirt, a hat, that's the sponsors. I mean, $20 at a time. I mean, that is, you would not believe how that does help in drag racing. It helps all the racers. So when you see these racers sitting up selling stuff, I mean, you truly are our sponsors, and most of them sponsors at that track. So I'm so proud to have so many fans come by and talk to us and hang out. That's a whole different thing of its own. We're so appreciative of it. The online sales, I mean, people don't see a lot of that, but it's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that makes it all work. And when you're talking the caliber cars we're racing against now, and the type of racing we're doing, it costs a lot. I mean, a whole lot. And I'm not mad at money. I'm not trying to throw it away. So it just made sense to drive that car. And like I say, it was fun. It was really fun. So at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's having fun, drag racing, meeting people, traveling the country. I mean, to have that opportunity is just unbelievable.
You want to recap the weekend a little bit? You know, you were 2 days into driving the car, and then Friday night you...
2 passes.
Yeah, two
2 passes.
Okay, so 2 passes into driving the car. This was kind of a big weekend because you had to be drafted.
Yes.
So, you know, you're standing there like you're getting picked for the kickball line, and who knows who's going to pick you. Of course, we have some ideas about combination similarities and tuning similarities, but that's just not how it works in the draft. So talk a little bit about how you got teamed up with Daddy Dave and co-captain Caleb Morton, and then Brody Melton and Kyle Canyon.
So being I only made a couple races last year, when it came time to be drafted, I really didn't expect to be drafted because, I mean, if a racer's not coming to every race, there's no way they can benefit your team. I knew I was coming to every race this year, or plan on coming to every race this year. So Dave didn't know. We hadn't even talked about it. So I was excited when someone did pick me, and especially with Kayla being already on Dave's team. Kayla and the combination and the Mustang are the same, so that kind of worked out to my benefit. And then when Dave drew Kyle, I really didn't know him. Then when I raced him, I found out who he was.
You found out pretty quick about Kyle Canyon, didn't you?
Yeah. I was I didn't know. I was sitting there sleeping on a tree, and he checked out. I was like, this dude's serious. So I felt like they built a really strong team. I was trying not to get involved in the voting too much because, like I say, I was just glad to be there. I was letting them build the team, and it worked out great. I think we have a really strong team.
Definitely. So then Friday night, your first round was Mike Murillo.
I know. I had Mike. That was a good race. That Mustang's really fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it checked out. When I let off the brake, it was gone. That was a good race. I'd rather for second round I went the same way, but like I said, I drew Scott Taylor, and I didn't come there to race slow cars. I come there to race the best. I knew when I pulled Scott, I was racing one of the best. Like Scott's, he's in the top 5. I mean, he's a bad dude.
He really is every time. You know, he's consistently in the final 5, final 4 racers at each race. So,
Yeah.
And we've raced Scott Taylor before, and we know he runs a professional team, and
He's good.
Yeah, he's good himself.
A good guy. And like I say, when we crossed the stripe side by side, I really didn't even I was actually looking for my light to come on. I mean, that was that close, and to be that close to him, and then he goes on to the finals. That let me know right there that Mustang's fast.
I think it definitely lets you know that we're definitely in the ballpark to be one of the fastest competitors there. And
one of the other main questions we had is like, where was the old Ford at? Like everyone that came up wanted to talk about the old Ford. So in Virginia, we're bringing the old Ford, and hopefully we can have some fun with it there. So as of now, we're gonna. And another, it was a lot of stuff. I keep talking, but my Nova, the rods had 23 passes on it, so I'm right around that. And I didn't want to take a chance of kicking the rod out. And we were still going to do some testing with it to make it faster. I feel like the cars have really stepped up this year. Like, it's so many bears.
Well, and then, you know, where the car caught on fire at Rockingham last year, it's still not 100%. We will definitely be at VMP at No Prep Kings #2 this season. I guess for us, this is going to be like a home track. We met tons of people. I know we stayed outside on Saturday from like 10 a.m. till 2 a.m. Sunday morning. So definitely come by and see us. We love talking to the fans. Maybe we'll see Axman back on the start line during the daily driver race on the mic. But we'll see. But until then, we'll see you guys this weekend at VMP. Make sure you all come out.